Hey class, it's Katie. I'm going to be presenting on the Roma population in Bosnia. Roma, or Romani, is the term that's used for a migratory group of people. They originated in India, it's thought, but there's a little bit of question around their origin. Often they're referred to as gypsy people, but that's kind of a pejorative term, so maybe steer clear of that. Um, so The Roma are a migratory people that are a minority in many Central and Eastern European countries, also moving over to Western Europe now and North and South America. In Bosnia, the most prominent Roma group is called the Srbija Calderari, and typically Roma families and individuals live in poverty. There are some exceptions, but it's a very ostracized people group, and they're discriminated against in many societies, so often that kind of leads to and perpetuates this cycle of poverty. During the siege on Sarajevo, for example, the Roma people were sometimes forced to fight for both sides. Um, so Roma people would be fighting against their family members. Bosnians and Serbs conscripted Roma to fight for them. And they were also sometimes forced to walk fields to clear landmines. Currently in Bosnia, there's estimated to be about 100,000 Roma people that make up the Roma population, of a few different cultural and ethnic groups within that. And as we discussed in class, the political system in Bosnia is one that's really ethnically divided. Roma really don't have a place in that. The Human Rights Watch recently put out a report talking about discrimination against Roma and against Jews, and one of their main concerns is that Roma are not allowed to hold high political positions, because those positions in the Constitution of Bosnia are reserved for Bosnians, Croats, or Serbs. Roma can also be forcibly evicted from their homes, which is increasingly becoming a problem because they're not offered any kind of alternative housing. Also, because school supplies and textbooks and everything is not provided by the government, many Roma families cannot afford to send their children to school, and that's a big problem as well. There's a Roma employment program, but because many Roma aren't aware of how the system works, and many employers don't participate in the program, that's not really an effective system for tackling the unemployment that is rampant in the Roma population as well. Obviously this is a really quick presentation, but basically the history of the Roma people has been really rough, but there are lots of people in Bosnia who are working hard to change that. Thanks.